joining me is Eric Ndabazalina from the NPA. Thank you so much, Eric, for always making time. Now, something very interesting coming out today, a security risk element. Won't you talk to us about that?
Yeah, before the case started, there was a discussion in the chambers of the presiding officer where the issue of risk was raised. And it was agreed by all parties that the bail application will have to be moved to a different court in a different area because of a security risk in the area. So the case has been postponed to Friday. Between now and Friday, we'll have to phone around, even have meetings if necessary, to look at where the case will be moved, transferred from here to another court.
Now, I know, Eric, you would not be able to speak for the security department, and as far as this court is concerned, what kind of security risk are we talking about here when you had those discussions? Is it inside the court or outside the court? Because we can see that the anti-gang unit police members, they form a whole huge chain outside to try and look out for anything that might happen. So are we looking at a security risk within the premises or outside? What kind of discussions did you have?
They were speaking about the geographical area, meaning it can be a risk inside and outside. But also, most importantly, is that we are not the only case in this role. There's also other cases within the role. So we need to make sure that the environment is conducive for the other people, other prosecutors and presiding officers in this court, to make it conducive for them to work comfortably. And they must feel.
Do they feel unsafe?
Huh?
Do they feel unsafe?
There was that issue that was raised. That's why there was that meeting before the start of the case.
All right. So now this case started, and we heard inside the defense asking the state whether they had a subpoena to be able to arrest the suspect, Charl Kinnear, and whether they had a subpoena to track his records in as far as his cell phone is concerned. Talk to us about that.
Look, I will not speak on issues around investigation. That's the police to do that. But what took us by surprise, and the defense knows how to go about accessing such information. They needed to bring an application before the court, and we'll respond to that application. And if the court rules that we must give them the information, we will gladly give them the information. So there was no issue. No, they just needed to make an application. Then we'll oblige if the court asks us to.
Was there a subpoena?
We are not involved in the investigation, so I wouldn't know. We'll have to speak to the Hawks.
Lastly, before I let you go, Eric, there is the issue of a bail application that is going to take place. We know that they want to apply for bail. What does the state say?
The state is opposing bail. We've mentioned and made it official again today that the state will oppose bail. He's facing serious charges: murder, conspiracy to murder, and unlawful interception of communication. He killed a police officer, one of our best, so we'll oppose bail.
Thank you very much, Eric Ndabazalina from the NPA. Of course, confirming once again that the state will oppose bail, and that is when we are expected to hear a formal bail application after the 9th, of course, at another court. The magistrate coming out to say that this case will be provisionally postponed for Friday, the 9th of October, so that they can find another court to hear this matter, and so that a formal bail application process can begin. Well, that's where we leave it for now. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Atim Tongana in Bishop Lavis.